Hi, I'm Petra Roach and I'm the CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Petra, thanks so much for joining Breaking Travel News here at Caribbean Marketplace. It's great to see you again. First of all, give us a little bit of a Grenada update.
Oh gosh, so much is happening on the island. The biggest news that we have is that Delta will start a daily service, and that's going to be from Atlanta, and that starts on December the 20th. That goes through until April the 5th, and we're really excited about that. The US market continues to perform exceptionally well. It's about 55% of our overall business. The UK market, again, we have Virgin twice a week during the summer, 3 times a week during winter, and British Airways 3 times a week. So that actually represents 12% of our overall business. Caribbean has come back in a really, really strong showing. We've had the introduction of the Inter-Caribbean service to Guyana, that's twice weekly. And we also have them upgauging their equipment so that we're now flying the ATR on our route with 48 seats. And again, that's coming out of Barbados through St. Vincent and also direct to Grenada. So we're really pleased with where we are currently. Ultimately, what we're doing is looking at also improving the product on the island. We've just had the introduction of a second underwater sculpture park. As you're aware, Grenada would have been the first place that there was ever an underwater sculpture park, and that's done exceptionally well. Diving for us, we're known as the wreck capital of the Caribbean, and we've seen an absolute growth in that market as well. I feel that people nowadays, when they're looking for a destination, they're looking for a safe destination. We definitely, have that as one of our biggest USPs. And the warmth and the hospitality of the Grenadian people is really intrinsic to the DNA of the Grenadian experience. Again, it's for those people who are looking for a laid-back experience, looking for that understated luxury, looking for that attention to detail. It's all about personalization. You want to know that people remember you, Justin, not just a number. And we've continued to invest in service and training. So we've got a program which is called the Pure Grenada Excellence Champion Program. And again, that is really empowering our hospitality community, the team workers within the industry to really get out there and be the best version of themselves. So again, we saw that in 2023 we had a 12% growth over 2019, which was the previous banner year. 2024 we finished as well with a 9% over 2024, so approximately 22% over 2019. So all in all, we continue to grow. We continue to grow responsibly and really ensure that the benefits of the tourism dollar do filtrate and permeate throughout the community. So,
And as a destination, you've really embraced and embedded sustainability at the very heart of your proposition.
Grenada is such an authentic destination. We have such a strong cultural and heritage footprint. You can still find Saraka, which is a wonderful pastime where people open up their homes and give food to people who come into the community. Agriculture is really a very integral part of our existence, and therefore agriculture has also weaved away into the tourism product so people can come, they can go and meet little farmers who put together community projects, etc. It's all about ensuring that food comes to the table as quickly as possible. I remember before people would talk about getting caviar from the Caspian Sea. Now we're like, that carrot that's on your plate, that literally was picked this morning, and we really hold very dearly that whole aspect of sustainability. I feel that, people are wanting to ensure that they minimize their carbon footprint. We recognize that as an island, we are surrounded by water, and that's our precious resource, and we've got to take care of it. So therefore, we've had a lot, even in terms of the underwater sculpture park, that really has been a way that we can regenerate the marine biodiversity. We put together quite a few other projects that are similar, the BioRocks project in Carriacou, the Grenada Artificial Reef Program, and again, it's educating each and every Grenadian that this planet is extremely important and that they need to do their part. So we will continue to ensure that that's taught in the schools, that again, when people come into the workplace, that they understand the role that they have to play and how important sustainability is. We had the sustainability conference with CTO last year, and we really wanted to make sure that we had a seat at the table in terms of mapping out what the tourism product looks like in the Caribbean, because it can't just be Grenada, it has to be a collective, and that is how we can ensure that there is more impact and people are aware of the destination, the region rather, and how massively negatively it's impacted by the impact of climate change. So, it's all our collective voice that will make a difference, and again, by our collective doing, that we will really pay attention to mitigating the impact of climate change.
And lastly, here we are at Marketplace. How important is it for you to be here? Lastly, here we are at Marketplace. How important is it for you to be here?
Grenada Tourism Authority works very proactively with all of the tour operators. We're constantly in the market, we're constantly on the phone to them, looking at the way the business is running. So this gives us another opportunity to be face to face, to really give updates, etc. And again, to also see our neighbours and see what they're doing as well. So definitely good to be here.
Petra, as ever, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Justin.